Hi there, it's Sam from Pootles.co.uk. Thank you very much for joining me today. Today's project is this one, and this is my thank you gift that I put in the post to everybody who came shopping with me in February. And I wanted to show you how I put it together because I've been sharing, I had been sharing photos on my Facebook page of the various stages, and lots of people went, oh, those would be brilliant, you know, I need those for, an event I've got coming up, how do you make them? And as ever, I do always show you how I make them. But at the point in time I'm filming, I'm still in the process of building. Now, these are some of the ones that I have already completed, and I've set these aside so I can take photos of them. And there are 20 different colours. So all 10 Regals, all 10 Brights, and I think some of the Regals are still over in my photo studio, but I've got lots of different ribbons on them, and I've got different finishes with the butterfly centres as well. So some of them have got a single pearl, some of them have got lots. Let me just put those back in there. I need to keep them in the bowl so I know which ones are which. And, oops, one landed in the lap. And at this point in time that I'm filming, I have got a whole load still to finish off sealing and closing, but I have got all of the butterflies punched out, and my little my wonderful 4-year-old son Oliver helped me punch them all out, and then Jacob, my 7-year-old, is a master butterfly wing flyerer. He is brilliant at putting these butterflies together. I don't know how he does it, but he whizzes them together in no problem. So these are all waiting to be stuck together. But I wanted to show you how to make them right from the word go. Now I've just randomly grabbed a sheet of paper. Now I have used the DSP background stacks for the whole project, and I've used one sheet of each of the 10 colours that are in the Brights and the 10 colours that are in the Regals, and that is because I can get 8 of these from one sheet, and I needed 160 in total. So the piece of paper measures 8 by 2 inches wide, which is 20 by 5 centimetres. So from your full sheet, you need to cut it down at the 8-inch mark and go straight across. So I've got my trimmer out. And I'm losing my voice. It's filming day today. So that's my 8-inch length. So that's going to give me the length of these little pouches. And they've got little biscuits in there. I forgot to say that. I'll show you them in a minute. And then I'm going to cut it off at 2-inch mark. But you do need to hang on to this one as well. So cut that down to 8 inches. And it is now 8 by 4. And you need 8 by 12 inches. Sorry, 8 by 2 inches. So you do have a little square left over. I've got 20 of these. Not sure what I'm going to do with these 4x4 squares. You cut this one in half. So now you have 2 of them. And this one you cut every 2 inches. You cut off every 2 inches. So, or that's every 5 centimetres if you're a metric person. Move that out of the way, and with my little 4x4 square, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, multiply that by 20 sheets and you've got 160 of these. So I'm going to hang on to one. I'm just going to tear off that piece of paper because I'm catching it. What you need to do now is get a word window punch. And now this is a 2-inch gap. 5 centimetres, sorry, 2 inches wide, 5 centimetres wide. The word window is less than that. It is 1 3/4, which is 4.5 centimetres. Okay, push it in as far as it will go and be brave. I am eyeballing it at these points here and here, and if I put my hand underneath, you can see that it is not as wide as this, but you have to be brave that you've got it in the right place. And I have. Now let me show you the biscuits that I've got going inside. These ones. These are Lotus biscuits, and they are a sort of spiced ginger biscuit that you would find maybe on a nice cup of coffee or something like that. And I adore them. Absolutely love them. And that is going to be slipping inside there. Now the first thing you need to do, so you've got your panel like this. We need to put adhesive on this end, so not down there, up at this end. You could use snail. Snail has been absolutely fine. I've had the part in the box, they've all been made for about a week, no issue. Take your biscuit, feed it through and hold it. So you can see it's peeping through the top but not the bottom. It will fold over, and because it's very thin at this point, it will hinge itself. For me, I've used the edge of the red as a guide, and I'm just keeping hold of this. I've got my thumb underneath and I'm wrapping round the biscuit, removing that one, and just stick it down. There's no scoring, no creasing, and it's sat there. Yes, the biscuit will come out, which is obviously ideal. You don't want to shred the packaging. And when you fold it over, yes, you could use maybe Velcro dots or something like that, or magnets. I didn't want to because that would have required me needing 320 magnets. But actually, when you simply wrap it with ribbon, or in this case I've used silver metallic linen thread, I'm just keeping hold of that part there. And I'm going to wrap it 1, 2, 3 times. Tie it off in a knot. Trim it up a little and make it look a bit prettier. And then you get a butterfly, and I use the elegant butterfly punch. I'm just going to pinch one of these that's already done. Or maybe I'll show you how I make them fly, or how Jacob makes them fly. Let me grab a bit of elegant egg. Oh, this is going to be sacrilege. I'm going to cut a butterfly out of a full sheet of paper here. We'll do it down at the bottom. So punch out your butterfly, get your pearls, which I've put down somewhere. I'm going to go with a big one. It's deciding to run away. And literally you just press either side of it and the pearl will form this piece of resistance here. So it will just quite happily fly. Mini glue dot on the back. And it's up to you where you put it. Now I've put the butterflies in various places depending on the size of the ribbon, but if I pop it down there, that is a cute little gift. The biscuit isn't coming out, yet when you give it as a gift, it slides up like that. And there's your biscuit. How cute is that? I had fun. It was a real light bulb moment when I went, oh look, I can get 8 from the sheet, because I like to, when I'm making these gifts, I like to maximise my paper but also save my brain on measurements. So I don't want to be cutting at 2 3/8 of an inch and stuff like that. I want to be just cutting, you know, at 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 and whatever. But I think it's quite a cute project, and I really hope they've travelled in the post okay, but I hope they've been well received, and I thoroughly enjoy what I do, and I love making these projects. And I sit in the evenings and I watch TV and I'm punching or I'm wrapping, and certainly my plan this evening is to catch up on Call the Midwife, which I haven't seen for the last 2 weeks, and wrap all of those. But the biscuits are fantastic. I bought a box of 300 of them. Mostly because I knew that the children would steal as well. So they came off Amazon, 300 of them. And yet, look, see, they've rummaged, my little boys. But I hope you like it, and I hope you find that a useful project. And, you know, maybe if you've got guests coming, you could leave one of these on their pillow, something like that. I don't know. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me, and much love to everybody who comes shopping with me. Thank you.